Hello everyone, welcome back to Reed's Reviews, and today we'll be doing a review of Legacy United Deluxe Class Cyberverse Windblade. And as the most recent version of Windblade, honestly, I say this is the best. I do know I have not handled the Thrilling 30 mold, or the Combiner Wars 1, I think. I don't know, it came out around that time. Or the RAD 2015 version afterwards, or like all in all, this is my only version of Windblade that I have, nor have I had access to any other type. So yeah, for a update on a honestly pretty recent character, I'd say, because if I'm correct, Windblade was created thanks to a fan vote of Hasbro asking, "Hey, what do you want our next new big character to be?" And we people voted on this. So, and it is surprising how prominent she was back in 2015, I think it was. Somewhere around there. She was incredibly important, and then radio silence after a while, and then she pops back up in Cyberverse, which is honestly, from what I understand, is really good. And she doesn't even get a good toy in that line, which sucks. So you had to wait a few years until now, which in 2024 we have honestly the definitive version of Windblade. But yes, it does annoyingly follow a few jet transformer problems, basically just letting everything just collapsing into herself and using essentially the entire cockpit here has a backpack, and just collapsing the legs in and just leaving the entire chest area exposed, which does suck. But honestly, considering how long it's been since we got a new Windblade, I am happy for this. So yeah. Also, she does have rotating VTOLs here, because I think that's what she's supposedly based off of. They do snap into place, so they just don't move. If I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a soft click that goes in for when you rotate it each way. So yeah, just like that. The underside for some reason is painted, it's just black instead of just painting the gunmetal on the other side. But yeah, also this is honestly some really clever weapon storage, and a bit, well, I say a bit intrusive, but well, I don't know why I said that. Then again, I don't know why anyone says anything, but honestly, this is a creative use of weapon storage, kind of akin to some of the old Cybertron toys. I think there was a race car that had a fire blast effect thing that could be launched as a missile, and it could also act as a flame effect piece here, just like this. And how you get it back there is during transformation. Okay, in the instructions it says that you could just jam it in there and it'll stay. It won't. So you just have to untransform it, split the legs open here, and then you can use these 3mm ports right here, and then plug it into the sides right here, and then that will give you the effect of her whooshing around. But she does have traditional 5mm ports back here, so if you just have any type of blast effects, you can just use those, which is really nice. Get that tab back together. So yeah, also she does have landing gear, which is really nice, especially if you don't have a stand like this, which is the Good Smile action stand. I'm pretty sure you can find these on Amazon for $12 in a 3-pack. So honestly, just go look there. So let's do some jet mode comparisons, since I have one right next to me. So here we have the Earthrise Seeker mold, and I mean, obviously it's bigger, but considering this is Deluxe and this is Voyager, I'm not that surprised. And we do not have that many jet deluxes. Like the only other deluxe that we have is the needle nose, and I do not have that transformed on hand right now. So yeah, so yeah, let's get on to transformation. So obviously just fold up that landing gear, and let's start on the legs. So just untab the panels here, bring the arms off of these like 5mm peg things that they just like rest against, and then bring up the wings here, then fold the legs down. They should kind of like tab into place, or at least rest into there, and bring down these panels here on the double hinge that they're on, and then make sure you squeeze it in until you feel it like going, and then you'll be fine. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold back these wings here, then flip this like back fin here all the way around, bring up the feet, and then slip them apart so you can get a better look at this. Like, this is how it came out of the box for me. You have to, until you feel like a click, like bring out the heel like that. Do the same thing on the other side, and just rotate. And there we go. And now we just have essentially the top half to worry about. She's a really simple transformation, but, well, you already have what people will probably complain about a lot. So yeah, just split this open up here, and then bring it back. This tab right here should go into the cockpit, right here where my finger is. So just tab that in, and then you double hinge the nose cone in, do the same thing on the other side, then tab it in all back into place, and then bring up the nose cone piece here. And one final step is to bring the shoulders, pauldrons, clip them, tab them. I don't really know what goes on inside the shoulders, but here she is in her robot mode, and it looks phenomenal in my mind. Like, how it looks so much just like regular, like, Windblade, but also has the hints of Cyberverse in her, like with all the Allspark blue, these like knee pads being like they are, and is a far cry better update than what they did with Shadow Striker. And see if I can get Windblade standing here. There we go. Here she is in comparison to Shadow Striker, the only other Cyberverse Deluxe that we have at the moment, and I do have a review of Shadow Striker in my Decepticon Minions review, so if you want to give that a watch to show my, thoughts about this here. But if you look at the show models for these two, this one is immediately more accurate than Shadow Striker, but I can understand what they did with Shadow Striker here, but I am disappointed in the fact that they labeled it as Cyberverse Shadow Striker instead of just as Shadow Striker. It does suck, but hey, it's marketing, and they wanted a character like that to have that tagline for, I don't know. It's marketing's weird. I don't really know how to explain it all that much. So yeah, let me get this out of the way. So yeah. Oh, also, I don't think this counts as an official step. It's just something that I like to do to like spruce up the wig a little bit, and besides just having a little black void in there. So yeah. But yeah, considering that she is a jet former, like, and the fact that she has like this much backpack, yes, I can see it as a bit of a problem, but it is very much self-contained. It does not hinder that much articulation on the figure, and honestly, I don't really care. The figure itself is fine on its own, so I don't need to worry about backpacking. Besides, it hides itself really well in the silhouette. Like, you can barely see it, like, on the edges, like, here. Like, it does not affect the silhouette at all. which is really nice. So let's get on to articulation, and then we'll get on to accessories, and then final thoughts. So yeah, she has a ball joint at the head, and I don't know why. I think it might just be loose on mine, but she kind of has a little side-to-side thing, but I think it's just a loose part where the like neck joint is connected. So yeah, she can look up that far, down that far, head tilt, and then like just full rotation. Just be careful of the face paint, which is like beautifully done in my mind. Like all the little like accents of red and like gold and the blue, obviously. It's just like chef's kiss, just amazing. Because like I think like that was like an inspiration for her character, like being more like Japanese inspired, if I'm right. I think this is like supposed to be a geisha mask, if I'm right. If I'm incorrect, just tell me in the comments, because I'm not this well versed in like well a lot of things, annoyingly, but I'm just going based off of what I can half remember. So yeah, her arms can do a full 360. It's just that they'll probably bump into the wings back here. Her arms can go out that far and can kind of do, well, I mean, it's more so the fact that you can move it up a bit more, but it'll click into the shoulder pad, which looks wrong like that. She has a bicep swivel, a bit under 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, which it kind of sucks, but I can work with it. And she does have a wrist swivel, and with like open-esque hands here, which can lead to a lot of expressiveness. Like, well, I'm not obviously showing it to the best of its ability right now, but hey, there is a waist swivel. The legs can go forward that far and can go back that far. She does have a thigh swivel, and not in a good way in my mind, but I can understand why when it comes to the accessory, where the swivel itself is part of the thigh, is, well, cut like this instead of the thigh joint and the thigh like meeting in the middle. Like it goes over the like actual hinge part, and she can do the full splits. And she does have 19 degrees of bend at the knee, and that is a lot of leg, which makes a few of the flying poses a bit awkward. I do think there's a trick where you can like give it the illusion of like a raised knee by untransforming it a bit, but then if you look at it any other direction, it looks like that, which sucks, but hey. So, and she does have a lot of ankle pivot, which is really nice. And her toes can like point downwards, but that's it, like mostly just due to transformation. So yeah. Also, oh, I almost forgot the wings. The wings can go back that far on the like hinge here, and can go up extremely high, but they do have a limit because there's a little like post here thing here that's meant to like sort of rest in this little circle divot here to just like that's how far it should go, to not like change up the silhouette all that much. And I would not be surprised if this gets heavily remolded into a slipstream or into some other like female jet transformer, or honestly any other jet transformer, considering we only got like 2 deluxe molds that are jets at the moment. So yeah. And speaking of, and let's get back to accessories, here we have her like vortex like sword thing. I'm mostly interpreting the vortex thing by, you know, the little jet turbine thing down here in the hilt, but it is a nice like purple like flame effect. I think it is, if I'm correct, it is just regular clear plastic, but it is just painted purple, kind of like on the animated Bumblebee figure that I reviewed, which I have on my channel. So she can hold it, and well, she can hold it, and well, honestly, it looks really good. But if you want storage options for her, she does have 3mm like ports here on the sides of the hips, which tab into these like little nubs here on the sides of the blade. So you can holster it on the side of her hip, which looks really nice. And I just figured it out. You can do like a pretty like good like sword drawing pose if you want to. So yeah. Also, one other accessory she does have is this little fan thing on the back of her head, but it is a bit annoying to untab, and I would exercise caution and not... Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be doing it that frequently because it is such a tiny accessory. I can't... There we go. So yeah, this little like fan piece here. Yeah, there's a little slot in the bottom of her hand, as you can see, for her to hold it like this. Like, if you want to do it for any other reason, like holding it in front of her face, or like if she's gonna throw it like Wonder Woman for some reason. I honestly don't know, but you can also hold it like that, like a badge. I guess I don't understand why this isn't just part of the head mold, but I don't know. Maybe to change up the silhouette, or like, I don't know. Maybe she takes it off in the comics or and such. But but yeah. So let's do well. Here, so honestly, do I recommend this figure? Hell yeah, because honestly, I don't know when Windblade is going to get another toy, or if she'll need another toy after this, because she's honestly really good as just either a general like Windblade update or as a Cyberverse one, because to my knowledge, the Cyberverse design never got a full deluxe, which does suck because it is a really good design. But yeah. Also, here she is with Horror Class Magnius, or not Magnius, Boulder Crash. And I do review these both in their own review, so if you want to go check it out. I know this episode has a lot of shilling, but hey, I got past works that I want to share. So, yeah. And, well, let's just say the next review is going to be a very big mess of one. So, yeah. So, that has been my review for the Deluxe Class Windblade. So, tell me what you think of it in the comments. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, anywhere that you can. And I do have a bunch of other reviews on my channel. So, if you want to, well, watch more, you got more. So, also, I do have a Patreon link on my channel if you want to keep the lights running around here. So, and, well, this has been Reed Reviews signing off. Have a good rest of your day, and, well, we'll look forward to the next review. Goodbye.